Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber. Thank you for stopping by. This is Wind Down Wednesday, number 26 5. In case you missed it and wondering what Wind Down Wednesday means, you see on Saturdays, I put all of the albums that I've listened to and CDs during the week, most of them that came in, but there's been a lot of albums that I have bought in the last couple of years that I listened to once and then I put away. And because of the process I used, never listened to them again. So I developed a spin wheel, and I put 20 albums on there. And on Sunday night, I spin it, and it picks out the one I'm going to do for Wind Down Wednesday this week. Then I take that one off of it, and I enter another album on, so there's always 20 on there. So this week's pick was, this group has been around since 1985, and I just became aware of them in 2025. Figure that out. 40 years. I can't believe where I must have been hiding sometimes. This is White's Off Earth Now, the debut album by the Cowboy Junkies. This was a record store day. No, not a record store day. It was just a reissue, a 2025 reissue of their 1995 album. I happened to be in Wisecrack Records, looking at some records someday, and I was listening to this music playing on the over the sound system, and I went up and I asked Jamie, I says, "Who's that singing?" And he pointed out, "This is the Cowboy Junkies." So I picked it. I went home, I ordered this album, and added it to the collection. They have a like a good luck and nice story behind them. In 1985, they started forming, or in 84 or 85, they started forming up when Peter Timmons, not Peter Timmons, Michael Timmons and Alan Anton, they're two of the members here, returned to Canada from England. They started putting together. So they went out and they recruited Michael's brother Peter for the drums. Okay, and then I'll put this up there. Then they started, and then they wanted to find a singer, so they went and asked the other brother, and he said okay, but then he changed his mind and left before the band even got started. So they went and then asked their sister, Margot Timmons. And Margot, she was actually thinking about going to grad school. She wasn't really interested, and she says, "But I'll give it a try." And then they got together, and they started exploring new sounds from jazz improvisation and the blues improvisations. And on the way, Margot found out that if she sang softer, let call it a whisper, real soft with the music just below her, that her voice was more compatible or more, it was better. It became more effective. So they went that route and they created this first album. Now they didn't have a label to support them on this, so they had to go out and support themselves, and they ended up selling a couple thousand records, and they started forming a cult. Well, then they I found this to be very relaxing. Bluesy, jazz is in the background. It's not mellow. It's not real mellow, but it's mellow. I would call it mellow, and her voice is quiet. That's the only thing that's a little hard to hear is the lyrics, and since the lyrics didn't come with us, I probably should have listened to it with headphones on, because she is quiet, whisper, but she's got a really nice voice. It sounds very good, and I found it to be relaxing. Their second album, called The Trinity Session, went worldwide. They got a label, they went worldwide, and this was their breakthrough. And I think that was like 1988 or 87 or 88 when the Trinity Sessions went worldwide. And that they are, as of 2023, they have produced 20 studio albums. This is the first I heard of them. My, oh my, what have I been missing? So I do have them on my list. I put them down to maybe, and I said maybe pick up the Trinity Sessions, or another one they have called the Caution Horses. I just had to make sure that, her soft voice in their music is something that I really did like. I liked it on here. But do I like it enough to buy another album? That will be the question. I'll show you the album, this one here. Any of you people out there familiar with the Cowboy Junkies? Let me know. If you are, what do you have any of their albums? Which one do you like the best? So that was this week for Wind Down Wednesday 26-5. White's Off Earth Now by the Cowboy Junkies in 1986, I believe it was. So this is SoCal Saber. Thanks a lot for stopping by out there. Take care of yourselves. Hit that like button on the way out. Put some comments down there. Subscribe if you haven't done so. You'll help the channel grow. We got to get this channel growing some more. And take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other.